You're listening to Cork Campus Radio, Daily Dose. In studio, Liam Redmond.
How's it going, folks?
Mr. Prendeville.
How are you now?
And Daithi Linane.
Hello, everybody.
That was a bit of a future hits. Homes of Love.
Whatever happened to the future is?
Who knows? But this is more important. You're very welcome to this week's pre-election special. We're going to question Daithi Linane and what he's going to do for you as Student Union Vice President.
Oh, Jesus.
So, guys, get your questions out there.
So, who wants to question me first? Come on,
let's get the grilling on.
Okay, yeah.
Off you go, Liam.
Well, my preparation work is paying off. So you're running for Vice President, not President?
No, I'm running for Deputy President.
Deputy President,
yeah. The reason why is, a lot of people have asked me, why didn't you go for President? It's a big job, big name, all that kind of thing, and I'm not in it for a name. I'm not in it for money. There's no money in it. The reason I want to go for Deputy President is because I'd be in charge of media, be in charge of the business side of things, all the commercial side of the Students' Union. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I want to do. At the moment, I'm one of the managers of this station, along with Mike.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So that's one of the things I'd be still seeing in that committee again next year. I'm the editor of the UCC Express, so again, more media links there. So I know how all that works, and that's what I'm interested in. As well as that, I've already been heavily involved in the union, and I've seen how all the different jobs work, and that's the one that I think I could do the best at and give the most to students with.
And can I ask you, are you still going to be studying next year, or are you in college next year, or are you finished this year?
No, I'm in my final year now. When whoever wins the race takes a sabbatical year of leave, so this is my final year. I've spent 3 years being involved in societies and media and the union and everything, so I think this is the next logical step for me.
Yeah.
So any more questions, Tim?
What kind of policies do you have with regards to students?
It depends which kind. Like I put my 6 or 7 page manifesto up online there.
Give us a brief
couple of days ago. Brief as I see you actually have my interview there in front of you in the Express. One of the things I want to do is the listenership of the station. I know from being on the inside, the listenership of this station is down. It's low. Whereas the readership of the Express is quite high. It's one of the biggest student activities going because there's so many copies go out there.
And how do you think you'll promote more listeners?
What I want to do is bring everything online. Have one website with all the podcasts from Cork Campus Radio, every edition of the Express up, every edition of Motley magazine, which Motley magazine is coming back next week, which I found out. That's great because it's a good magazine. It's just had a couple of issues a couple of problems last couple of months, but under me it'll be out every month. I can tell you that much. I can get a 32-page paper out every 2 weeks, so I think I can convince someone to get a thing out once a month.
You're just like the Green Hornet, that way.
How do you feel about the lack of promotion the radio station?
Oh my.
So please don't start with your sound effects.
Off you go.
How do you feel about the lack of promotion the radio seems to get on campus? I know we've had problems getting permission to get promotion on campus, which seems a bit strange as we are a campus radio for students.
Yeah, the issue for me is visibility is a huge issue.
Yeah.
So again, online is a great way to do it. Viral videos, we were actually just brainstorming a few just beforehand.
Yeah.
Don't let Mike do any videos because they're kind of tacky, I'm going to be honest.
He's got that major YouTube hit though, doesn't he?
Yeah, that filling 10 litres water into Mojo condom. By the way, competition today.
Yes, competition.
60 Mojo condoms can be yours. Text in your name to 086 177 8197. That's 086 177 8197. Please continue.
Fantastic.
Actually, the management of your former workplace, they couldn't quite believe you filled 10 litres of water into a Mojo condom because they've nothing better to do.
Did it burst then or what?
It didn't burst. It was an amazing experiment, and there's more to come, like Diet Coke and Mentos.
In a condom?
Yeah.
I've done that. It looks really weird. Don't do it.
In a Mojo condom?
In any condom.
We got a few more ones. We're going to try test the elasticity of a condom, test the strength, tie 20 of them together, tie them onto a car.
If any listeners, if you have a copy of the Express, there's a condom review in there. We got one of our guys to go and test every condom and he came back with the report.
Damn, that was an unlucky job.
That would be a job for David McKelligot. No women were hard or satisfied in this experiment.
Moving swiftly on, so you were saying about the radio, visibility.
It's got to the point where it's looking like
it's turning around.
It's turning around completely, where we're getting more grants in. The promotion is starting to happen. Things like the mobile broadcast unit, that kind of stuff is going to have a big increase. So the station can get much better. in the next year, and I have the experience with that. And I will say, and I've no problem saying it, I have a vested interest. I've been on this radio station for a year and a half now. I want to see it succeed.
Brilliant.
Can you honestly say though that I mean, like, will we definitely be able to get advertising on campus, as in like posters up everywhere, and you know?
Yes,
definitely that will happen.
If the college says you can't do them, I'm glad they slap a students' union logo on them, and they can't stop us then.
Yeah. Well, what is the problem what was the problem this year? Do you know?
It's a very grey area who can actually put up posters and who can't put up posters. The Societies Guild regulate society postering. The clubs exec regulate clubs postering. There's actually no central kind of regulation, and then people around campus, like, I mean, sorry, I got a phone call there. There's a couple of things, a couple of campus things, like the Gaeltacht stuff. They do it. They post up everywhere. So what I like to do is kind of sit down with the college, figure out who can poster where, get proper regulations in place, so you have a fair system of it, you know.
Yeah.
And then you can do things like the Express. You can do things, all the media side of things. You know, that's one of the big things. Everyone talks, when they talk about student activities, they say clubs and societies. To me, it should be clubs, societies, and media. And that's a big thing for me, is making that bigger, because there's a huge interest, you know.
There is,
We've about 70 or 80 people coming in here every week, going on the radio.
And there's people coming in here and they're very enthusiastic about what they do.
They are. Mike, for example, look at him.
Right here.
He may be hungover, but he's still at the job.
The king.
But we've
True friend of Rome.
We've got the Express, where we've got 50 or 60 writers.